Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
You're listening to Business Talk Radio, where we take business to the next level.
Welcome back to the show. I am your host, Christopher Roberts. Joining me now, she is from Clearwater, Florida. She is the owner of Paws and Tails Reiki Therapeutic Massage. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Jill Coleman to the program. Jill, welcome. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing really well. Thanks for asking, and thanks for taking a few minutes out of your day to join us. We appreciate it.
No problem.
All righty. So why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Okay. Well, I'm a certified small animal massage therapist, an animal Reiki teacher, and I also am a first aid pet instructor. And I own a company called Paws and Tails Reiki and Therapeutic Massage. And it was created to be spiritually focused in a holistic approach that would complement ordinary veterinary care, and I'm using my training in Reiki and therapeutic massage to do that. And we have in-person sessions for your pet, usually an hour long. They could be Reiki, pet massage, or a combo of both, mostly for dogs, sometimes cats, not so much cats, but mostly dogs. And if you don't know what Reiki translates as spiritual energy or life force energy. And I can do Reiki with any one animal or even a group of animals in someone's home. And the Reiki that I do is a special form. It's a little softer, more meditative version. So we have that. And we also have some how-to classes, like meditating with your pet or first aid, which are all on the website.
All righty. Now, what really got you started doing what you're doing here? What sent you down this road?
Well, sort of what happened is I used to be a science teacher long ago, and I used to work in also biology research. And then I kind of diverted into real estate for a long time. And I kind of started to burn out a little bit in the real estate. And I turned to Reiki for my own stress. I was a runner, but I couldn't run every day to keep up with the stress. So I started learning Reiki for myself. But then I found more self-healing when I worked with the animals with the Reiki. And then pet massage came in because I really missed my biology and anatomy past when I was a teacher. So I found a way into using that past education and still run my own business. So then I can't do anything halfway, so I embarked on this big mission to train and become certified from the best people in the country. And that's where I learned animal Reiki, Swedish massage, acupressure, Twina, T-touch, pet first aid, and a whole bunch of other things that we offer.
All righty. Now, what kind of background does somebody really need to be able to do what you do?
Well, technically, you could just be a high school graduate. But I get a little bit more out of it with my background in biology and in my decade of teaching, too. So I'm a little more nerdy with it than a lot of people would be.
All righty. So when somebody does reach out to you for the first time, what are they really looking for? What do you see the most of?
It's a variety. Usually it's an older pet with aging issues, hips, limps. They're just walking stiff. And so those are usually the people seeking services in this.
All righty. Why do you think they choose you over someone else out there? What sets you apart from others?
It might be the fact that there's just very few of us in this area, and I try to keep a social media presence and be appearing on Google. It is a newer thing for me. I just embarked on this full time about a year ago.
All righty. So tell me how the process works. If I brought in my pet, what's going to happen during that session?
Well, lots of times I will actually start with that meditative Reiki that I mentioned. And I use this to just calm myself down, for one thing, and take a deep breath and connect with the animal on an energy level, on a spiritual level, and just let them know I'm there to help them. I'm not there to hurt them. And usually at that point, I'll hear their stomachs grumbling, and they'll just fall into it, and then I'll begin kind of the nerdy part of this where I check out all the different muscle systems from each limb and sort of go through it until I assess how I'm going to handle the massage. And then we end with nice, soft things, too.
So where do you think you see yourself moving forward? What's going to be on tap for the future?
Well, I'm forced to move virtual. The COVID lockdown was brutal. I had just launched full-time into this business, and a few weeks later, we locked down in Florida. I had a studio room lined up, space at a nearby dog care for my classes, and it all came to a halt. Even that dog daycare went out of business within the first weeks of the lockdown. So, I mean, everything shut down. Things have started to pick up this fall, but they've fallen off again as the pandemic is surging. So I have to go virtual. So I'm moving my Meditate with Your Pet classes, first aid classes, all to YouTube, Zoom, and Patreon until we can be in a live class again. I'm screening people pretty heavily before I will go in their home, wearing a mask, or I work on the pet outside. But I am working on getting another location so people can just drop their pet off, so I don't have to be in their home, which makes me and them a little uncomfortable right now.
Oh, I'm sure it does. So how can my audience reach out and contact you to find out more information?
Well, they're welcome since I had to go online. Anyone can participate in some of the classes that I'm offering. They can go to the website, pawsandtailsreiki.com or pawsandtailsmassage.com. Or if they just want to go there and read about what Reiki is and what Massage for Dogs is, and I've got some videos as well there.
All right.
And they could call me. They can learn from the website. They can find my phone number, and they're welcome to call me. I am on Eastern Standard Time, so don't, be mindful of that. I'm not going to answer at 2 in the morning.
Why not? You're not 24/7, huh?
No.
All righty. Well, it's been a pleasure having you on the show today. Thank you so much.
And thank you for having me. Have a great week.
You are absolutely welcome. And for everyone else out there, do stick around. We will be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
You're listening to Business Talk Radio, where we take business to the next level.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Jason Derulo. I love that music connects to people all over the country. But unfortunately, so does something else. Childhood hunger. 15 million kids struggle with hunger right here in America. And yet, every year, billions of pounds of surplus food in the U.S. go to waste instead of going to the children in need. Feeding America is working to change this. The Feeding America nationwide network of food banks rescues this surplus of food to help provide meals to families in virtually every community in the United States, including yours. But they just can't do this alone. Join me in the fight against hunger in America. For more information on what you can do to get involved, visit feedingamerica.org. That's feedingamerica.org. Together we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America. A message from Feeding America and the Ad Council.